Hey family, I'm Janine and this is a little thing called life. And as you can see, I have a special guest with me today. Say hi, Mackenzie. She just woke up. I finally got her up when I was recording a video. Say hi. She's a little grumpy right now because she just woke up. But get started, she'll get to talking. Ain't that white girl? Ain't that white? Okay, well, I've been MIA for 2 weeks. No really valid excuse or reason. I just don't know. I've just been MIA for 2 weeks. But I got asked Saturday, when will your next video be? And I felt loved and special. I felt special and loved. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna wait till Thursday. I'm gonna post something. And I don't know. I don't know. I've just been thinking about what I'm gonna say, and I didn't want to get on here and sound like, I don't know, like I don't know. But I guess that's the beautiful thing about having your own channel. You can talk about whatever you want, whenever you want, how you want to talk about it. Ain't that white girl? Hopefully she'll stay with us through the whole video. Say hi, Mackenzie. Anyway, the last video I posted was me and Babe on vacation mode, which we had a really, really, really good time in Texas with our family, and just a time for us to, reset the buttons and just kind of get back to being us, which, after having a kid, it can be challenging. People don't tell you that. It doesn't come with a instruction manual or a book, but I'm grateful for the time that we did have, and we did have a blast. But yeah. Only thing I can say is I apologize for being MIA for 2 weeks, but I'm gonna try my best to not let it happen again. But I don't know. What's on my mind today? We're just gonna see what happens and kind of see where this goes and flows. It's kind of watching. My shows are like Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, which it's my guilty pleasure. My husband always like, you always watching that negative stuff. I personally don't think it's negative. I think it's hilarious, but whatever, it is what it is. But I was watching an episode of Love and Hip Hop where Hollywood actually, where the whole situation where Lyrica and A1, scripted or not, but just the situation, people go through that every day, the whole messing around and etc., and I don't know, it just got me to thinking, people, men or women, you really should just know your worth. You shouldn't have to settle or put up with somebody just for the simple fact of putting up with them. And the situation was crazy because she deleted messages. She pretty much, in a sense, she is guilty. I think so. So no one gets that mad over something that's not true. I mean, she went from 0 to 100 real quick, yelling and acting a fool, and my heart goes out for A1 because he's just like trying to get to the bottom of it. And yeah, it's a hot mess. But just to anybody who's watching out there, just know your worth. Like, you shouldn't have to deal with anybody who doesn't mean you well. And I don't mean that in a relationship sense. I mean any relationship sense. Boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wives, parents, friends, family. It really doesn't matter. Like, if nobody means you good, you don't have to hold on to them just because for the sake of having them in your life. Like, your life is your life. Your peace of mind is your peace of mind. And your energy is your energy. Like, you don't. Me personally, that's why my circle is so small. It's super small. You got one time to show me your true colors, and after that, like, you don't have to teach me. You don't have to yell at me twice. I get it. You show me the first time, and we good. So, for me, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that I do that. Because I can cut you off in a minute. It's something I'm working on. Sort of forgiving, hearing people laugh. I forgive, but I don't know. For me, it's really hard for me to get past a certain situation if you really showed me who you are, and if it affected me, it made me feel some type of way. I shouldn't feel like I have to keep dealing with that. You know, like I said, my energy is my energy, and my peace of mind is my peace of mind, and that's just something I don't want to have. I don't have to want to deal with. And anybody who's watching, I don't know who this for, but if you going through something right now, you feeling like you have to keep people around just to keep them around, you don't. Like, you don't. There's no rule that says you have to, and there's nowhere in the Bible that says you have to keep people around just to keep them around. You love them. You can love them from a distance, but you don't have. I know too many people who are dealing with stuff and just, you know, just got all this drama and people treating them badly and all kind of crazy stuff just for the sake of having somebody around, or just having, you know, people around. Like, you don't got, listen, you ain't got to do all that. Like, I learned my lesson young. I really didn't have friends growing up anyway. I was bullied, believe it or not. Yeah, I was bullied bad, and not bad to the point where it was like, bullying nowadays, Bully 2K18 is not Bully 2K07. It's not that. It's not the same. And not to put a label on it. Bullying is bullying, but it wasn't talked about as much when I was in high school or even in elementary school. I've been bullied ever since elementary school, and for me it made me put a guard up when it came to friends. For the simple fact that it was a lot of pretenders that was trying to come off as being my friend, and, you know, in the end, it just backfired on me. This was not good at all, and it just made me look at mostly females in the sense of, you know, shady. I'm a female too. We're shady, and it really rubbed me the wrong way. So I never had a true friendship that lasted more than 2 years, and that's sad to say that, but I mean, I can talk about me. It's my issues, it's my problem, it's my cross to bear. But I've been perfectly happy in a sense. I mean, and don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't have people I don't talk to, or I'm a hermit crab, or, you know, I actually do have, you know, a solid friend that I actually can confide in, and I can call her and cry, and she brings me wine, and or vice versa. I haven't been doing that lately, but, you know, she brings me wine, and, you know, we talk, and we work things out, we pray, you know, so I consider her a true friend. But yeah. What you got to say? I think she got something to say. You got something to say? No? Okay. Well, let mommy finish. But, you know, I can consider her a true friend, and there's not too many people that I can really just trust. And, you know, me and my husband, we talk about this all the time, as far as me is concerned, as far as why I don't open up and allow so many females. And I'm just a no nonsense type of person. If you bring any type of drama into my life, I'm good, we good. But I don't know what it is. And I don't know, is anybody else out there that goes through that, like, don't have a lot of female friends, and just, it's hard to let your guard down, and then it's like every time you do, it's like something happens, and then they like break that trust, and I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, so I got way off topic, but you know, it all ties in the same. It's all about knowing your worth. You know, just be happy. Like, you know, live your best life. If somebody don't like you, oh well. Like, poof, be gone, and get in the line. Take a number with the thousands of people that don't like me or that don't like you. You know, I had to learn that growing up myself. I used to want to be liked so bad. I used to want to be friends. I used to want to be that girl that had a group of friends and wanted to be liked. Unlike my sister, who, I don't know, she can walk in the room and like, oh, she just like, everybody's her friend. Like, everybody's my sister's friend. And I'm like, how, you know, and it's just like, not that, I don't think me and her are too different. I mean, we are different, but we're not like complete polar opposites. So it was always, Kenzie. Somebody's getting restless. It wasn't like we were like complete polar opposites, and it wasn't like I was a hermit crab or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know what the difference was between me and her, but she could seem to make friends with a monkey. Me, on the other hand, I guess because I was more observant, you know, I peep game, and if I feel like you shady within the first 5 minutes of me talking to you, then I just like, I'm not gonna investigate this any much longer. I'm not gonna get burnt. And I don't know. I literally have always been that way. That was Mackenzie. I don't know if y'all heard that, but she just pooed it. Ooh, and it smells. Ooh, ooh. Little girl. But yeah. Anyway, I forget what I was saying. I'm just talking. But what was it? More of my experience about being bullied growing up. I mean, I had girls do the meanest things to me. I remember this one particular time. My mom, she used to dress me and my sister like sister. Me and my sister, we're 1 year, 1 day, 1 month apart. We're not twins. My mom always said she should have had twins, but she always dressed us up like exact twins. Around that time, sister was out, so everybody called me and my sister. We were like, it was crazy. But anyway, I remember this one particular time. My mom, it was around winter time, and I love this outfit. It was like a little wool skirt, and it was a sweater with a kitten on there, and the kitten had green eyes. It was like little emeralds on there. And, I had the little black leggings on and the little flats. I was just too cute for words. I just knew I was cute. I had the long pigtails and Kenzie. I had the long pigtails, and I was just, fresh to death. And I remember we were walking from recess, or we were going somewhere. I was like 2nd grade, and I remember these girls walking behind me, and like they were like kicking dirt all on the back of my skirt. I mean, it was very vicious. Like they were just like, and eventually they just like walked around me. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Mackenzie has officially left the building. Her on-camera debut is done. But she's sitting right here looking at me. Hi, Rose. You might hear her babbling in the background, but whatever. But anyway, these girls, they were just kicking dirt on me. I mean, kicking dirt. It got all in my hair. It got all on my clothes. And I got in trouble when I got home. I remember this. I got in trouble when I got home. My mom always just say, you better fight back. And it was like, I wasn't a fighter. Like, that wasn't me. That just wasn't me. I'm 5 foot now, so you can imagine me in 2nd grade. I was a little shrimpy thing, like, and these girls was like, they ate their Wheaties for breakfast compared to me at that time. So, and it was always more than one. So I never wanted to be in a situation where it was, 3 against 1, and because it always seemed like it's always been that way for me. So that was that one incident. I had one incident with this girl. We were that was the true definition of frenemies. I had no issue with her, but one day she'll wake up and be my friend, and then the next day she wouldn't. And my mom used to always put my hair in these big buns because I had a lot of hair, and she's put my hair in these buns and things like that to keep it from being tangled throughout the day. And this girl, one particular time, she admitted to me, she was like, well, my plan was to play in your hair and cut your hair all off and then put the bun back up so you go home and get in trouble. I'm like, well, why would you do that? I was like, I thought we were friends. I really didn't understand like where all this hatred was coming from, and she could never tell me why. It was the first We Hate Janine Club was started up. I was in 3rd grade, which was awesome. It lasted for like 2 weeks. All the 3rd grade girls like shut me out. To this day, I do not know why, but it was just vicious, and through all that, still, like, I still wanted those girls to be my friend, and I wanted them to be my friend. And looking back at it now, of course, if you knew then what you know now, of course things would be different. But thinking back on it now, I just could just remember feeling like, why I've spent so much time on concentrating on why they didn't like me. Versus on, so what, they don't like me. You like yourself. I like me. Jesus created me in his image. I'm okay. I'm good. but I didn't see it that way that time. And sixth grade, I got into my first fight, and it was it was crazy. It was like 12. I didn't fight 12 girls, but it was like 12 girls like egging on, boosting this one girl on, and I don't even remember what the fight was about. Like I don't even know how it got started. I'm just chilling in class, and like she just comes in, like, I don't know. I guess I don't know if I have like a bully me type of like exterior. Like I don't know. I don't know what it was back then, but I got tried more times than a little bit. But she came and she just like kept putting her feet all in my desk and my face, and I just kept pushing it down, and like she like pushed me in my chair like super hard, and I kind of like went over. So I got up and I pushed her back. Like at that point, by the time I got to that point, I've been through enough situations and bullied that my mom was telling me, next time somebody, whenever somebody put their hands on you, you put your hands on them back, like you defend yourself. She told me, I won't be mad at you if you defended yourself in the fight. But if you started the fight, that's a different story. So I never started anything. Like I literally never started any fight with anybody, like at all. But anyway, I don't know. We got to lunch, and by this time it was circulating around that she was gonna fight me. I'm like, I don't know why, but okay. Anyway, long story short, she started it, I finished it. And yeah, I never had to fight again, but I still get tried. And high school was the worst. I had moved to Oklahoma from Miami, and I did not get the welcome wagon, like at all. Like, I don't know, and it is so crazy, and I'm gonna pause right there. It's so crazy that I was treated the way I was treated, and nobody even knew what I was going through. I'm not gonna cry, but you have to be careful how you treat people, because you y'all, this is real stuff. You never know what somebody is going through. Okay, anyway, when we moved here from Miami, and this is a testimony for me. So it's not that I'm crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because it's a testimony. Me, my mom, and my sister, and my mom's boyfriend at the time, we were going through it, and it's just one of those things. It just kind of happens. I don't know if anyone see the movie Pursuit of Happiness, where it doesn't matter what you do, it's just like everything just you take 5 steps, you get knocked down like 10,000 more steps. So that was kind of our situation. My mom was just recovering, going through breast cancer, so we were dealing with that, and we were so she wasn't working, so we were kind of like homeless. Cost of living in Miami is really expensive, so we were kind of bouncing around from house to house, hotel to hotel, literally living out of a U-Haul truck, and really not knowing where our next meal was coming from. It was one of those situations, and to come into another situation to where people treated you badly just because of how you look, or because you were considered the shiny new toy to some knucklehead boys that don't even matter now. It really, you got to be careful how you treat people. But that was my backstory. So coming from that, and I really didn't want to move from Florida, but I knew it was a bad situation for us at that time. But coming into that, and then these girls were just like, I tried out for the dance team at my high school, and I don't know, they just did. I don't know. They just did not welcome me. I didn't make the squad for whatever reason. It is what it is. I'm a better person for it, whatever. But, I didn't make the squad. Okay, you won. But I felt like, these girls were still like after me. Like it didn't matter what I did. They were just like after me. Like I walked down the hallway. So we had lost all our clothes in a hurricane in Florida before we moved down here. So our wardrobe wasn't the best. So I got made fun of. Mind you, me and my sister were in the same situation. My sister, she was good, but me, like I got made up for what I was wearing, just little things, and it really didn't matter what. I mean, they found a reason to mess with me. It got to a point where, the higher, after freshman year, sophomore year, I get to a point where people were like, "Oh, so and so's gonna fight you. They're gonna jump you." So I was literally carrying a razor on me, on my person, going to school every day, just because I didn't know what kind of situation I was walking into or who would try me. I just knew that at that point, I got fed up, and bless you. I got to a point where I got fed up, and that's what happened when people get fed up. They get their back gets put up against the rope, and then any little thing can trigger and it goes off. And I remember, this big to do happened after our pep rally one time, and this girl she was so angry with me. She just wanted to fight me. And she just kept calling me ugly. She didn't have nothing to say but say I was ugly, and it's like, clearly I'm not, but she just kept calling me ugly, and I was just like, but why are you mad? Like, she was just so mad, but clearly she didn't want this problem. She didn't want to fight me, because I'm like, well, I kept walking towards her, she kept walking back. Anyway, so I graduated high school, and I'm thinking, okay, going to college, be different. It probably was still some girls from high school, and yet again, another We Hate Janine Club was created. This time it was on MySpace. MySpace. And whoever this person was, like, took pictures of me on my own page, and wrote this whole essay about, like, ode to me, about hating me. Like, it was crazy. And by that time, my skin got real tough. So by that time, I was like, that's cute, that's funny. And then my Carlos, we were together at that time still. Like, they was messaging him, like, I don't know what you see in her, and it was crazy. So yeah, so like I said, I was bullied, and it kind of fizzled out right before social media got, like, really popular. So I didn't have to go through what these kids go through nowadays, where, like, they log on social media and it's just like there. But again, I don't know who this is for, but if you watching this and you feeling like people are taking advantage of you, or feeling like you're not worth it, or you in a situation where people are bullying you and you don't feel like nobody understands, like, watch this video. And if it's not you, somebody who is, like, share this with them. Like, it's real. It's really real, and you're not sensitive. You're not in your feelings. You're not weak. No one has the right to make you feel less than. No one is in a position to where they can make you feel superior. They can make themselves feel superior to you. You are great, and you are fearfully and wonderfully made. So you never let anybody keep you down. And I don't know. I was just sitting on the couch, and that kind of just hit me. I was like, I gotta share this. But just know your worth. And your relationship, friends, family, just know your worth. You are a king, queen. You are amazing. You are awesome. And just thrive in that. And that's something I'm going to teach my little girl. She is great because she is awesome, and I love her so much. But I spent almost 30 minutes talking, so I am about to wrap it up. And that's all I have for now. And my battery is about to die. So please comment, like, share, and please subscribe. If you comment, I will comment back. I am very active with my commenters, so and I like talking back to you guys. I like hearing your feedback, so please let me have it, good, bad. Let's just have an open discussion. Let's just talk about it. So this is Janine, and this is a little thing called life. I am out. Peace.